across the nation.
And LA is bracing for those protests. Any minute now, Mayor Karen Bass will update us on how local law enforcement plans to be ready. The News at 5 starts right now.
NBC4 News at 5 starts with breaking news.
Our top story here at 5. It's been 1 week since local ICE raids prompted a steady stream of protests. This weekend, the nation is bracing for more. Good evening once again, everybody. I'm Michael Brownlee.
And I'm Carolyn Johnson. Law enforcement leaders said they are tracking more than 200 planned protests in California tomorrow alone. Now, ahead of those protests, the Marines are now stationed at the federal building in Westwood following orders from President Trump. He says they will support National Guard members who will remain under his control in LA for now. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals will hear arguments next week. This as local law. This morning, the LAPD were arrested last night. Mayor Bass is set to address the city.
Delivers them here in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, NBC4's Robert Kovacic is there with what we're expecting to hear from the mayor. Robert.
Michael and Carolyn, and those comments will come from here from the Emergency Operations Center in downtown Los Angeles. We're told right now that the mayor is briefing today's guests, and we'll drum roll it here for you. Exactly who will it be? 2 days ago, it was the mayors from surrounding cities of Los Angeles. Yesterday, it was community leaders from immigrant communities in Los Angeles. Today, it is going to be elected officials, 30 of them, including congressional representatives Chu, Takano, and Torres, as well as assembly members and state senators who will be surrounding Mayor Bass. The message is going to be the same, that the raids must end. Today's message is they must end before what they are describing as Trump's military march tomorrow. The mayor is certainly set to address the number of protests and demonstrations that will take place all across Los Angeles starting tomorrow morning, and she will probably address the status of the curfew that tonight will be night 4 if it does remain in effect. We're waiting for her official confirmation of that. But keep in mind, we are looking at about 519 arrests since these protests began. We had, as Carolyn just mentioned, 49 in the overnight hours. So we are starting to see them decrease. Last night on the streets of Los Angeles, it was probably the quietest night that we have seen in some time. However, tomorrow, this weekend, is going to be a much different story altogether. And so you can expect Mayor Bass, as well as members of Congress, state assembly members, and state senators to gather around me just a few minutes' time at 5:05 to talk about the plans for tomorrow and what they are expecting in terms of a response. We are going to take this news conference for you live just as soon as it begins in just a few minutes' time. For now, we're live here in downtown Los Angeles at what is called the Emergency Operations Center. I'm Robert Kovacic. Let's go back to you.
All right, we'll see you in just a bit, Robert. Thank you. LA is among the many cities across the country lining up protests against ICE raids and criticism of the president's planning of a massive military parade in the nation's capital. Conan Nolan, live on a newsroom with what we can expect this weekend. Conan?
That's right. A celebration of the American military, or is it the pinnacle of presidential ego? Tomorrow's military parade in front of the White House, a military display that will not go unanswered either here or in cities across the nation. This is the kind of American parade the nation and the world has grown to expect. The annual Musings, Music and Whimsy on Colorado Boulevard in Pasadena.
Spectacular. I mean, the color is amazing.
But tomorrow, a much different color scheme, that of green and camouflage. Never before during peacetime has the nation held a military parade like the one scheduled for Saturday in Washington, D.C. to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States Army, which happens to take place on President Trump's 79th birthday. 6,000 troops, including tanks, 50 aircraft, 150 vehicles, dozens of horses, and 2 mules.
We're going to be celebrating big on Saturday.
The military hopes the event will help encourage enlistment.
I'm hoping that, at the end of the day, the American public is as excited about the Army as I am.
The cost, $45 million, some of that dedicated to repairing the damage expected to Pennsylvania Avenue. But it's the image that bothers even some Republican senators.
We were always different than, the images you saw of the Soviet Union and North Korea.
I wouldn't spend the money if it were me. We're a lion, and a lion doesn't have to tell you it's a lion.
Governor Gavin Newsom chiding the president with the moniker preferred by North Korea's dictator Kim Jong-un.